Bonjour, today we are watching the NBA in Paris. The NBA has a short history in Paris, starting with MJ playing in the McDonald's Championship in 1997, and then the first ever regular season game in 2020, headlined by Giannis and the Bucks. But today's game is the most monumental by a landslide. The future of the NBA and French-born star Victor Wembanyama plays in front of his home crowd for the first time as a San Antonio Spur, and we expect this to be something similar to watching Messi in Argentina. Despite the NBA's ratings and general excitement for the league in America being down, we expect the energy for this particular game to be off the charts. So is it worth flying 8 hours to see this spectacle in Paris, or are you better off just seeing Spurs Pacers in Texas? We're in Paris at Accor Arena, and this is Snapback Experiences, our journey to find the greatest sports experience in the world.
All right, the boys have made it to Paris.
We made it after the worst Uber ride of all time. We're here.
Testing your French basketball knowledge. Your starting five of greatest French players of all time.
Greatest French players of all time. Well, Tony Parker is in there for sure. I think Wemby has probably already cracked that spot.
Yeah.
I'm going to Joakim Noah because we passed him in the street the other day.
Yes.
So I'm going to put Joakim in there. Frank Ntilikina, of course. You know, we got to throw him in there. And then I saw Elie Okobo on the side of a truck today, so clearly he's one of the GOATs. So that's a flawless starting five is what I'm going to go.
Okay. I like how they're selling Tony Parker jerseys. All right, so I have a question. Do you think there's more Spurs fans who became Spurs fans through Tony Parker or Victor Wembanyama?
At the moment, for sure, Tony Parker, but by the end of Wemby's time, it's going to be Wemby, because we're talking about a guy that could end up top 5 all time. But
so if you are a Spurs fan because of Wemby, are you a French fraud?
I don't know if I'd say a fraud, but you got to hop on like now. You can't wait till he's like the best player in the world. He's won like 3 rings and then you hop on. You got to hop on the bandwagon early.
Is that a prediction? Wemby's getting 3 rings?
I think that's a prediction. Well, he's going to get it after the Thunder 6-peat for the next 6 years, then he can have 3 rings. Yeah, for sure. Spurs Nation, right?
Spurs Nation from France. So these guys are Tony Parker guys, right? They have to be.
100%. So are you from France? Are you from Paris?
No, I'm from Dublin, Ireland.
Are you from Paris?
No, I'm from London, actually.
Y'all are from the area, right? You said? From San Antonio. Are you from Paris?
No, from Wisconsin.
Funny enough, we haven't even seen that many people, I feel like, from Paris. Love the jacket. This is one of the coolest jackets I've ever seen. When did you become a Spurs fan?
Oh, that goes way back. I would say back to David Robinson, late 90s, and then I'm born here in France, but I moved to the US in 2002, following one of my idols, Tony Parker.
So is Tony Parker your favorite player of all time?
He's retired now, but he was definitely.
Would you say Wemby is your favorite player now, or?
I could say so, yes. He's going to be taking over the league very, very soon, and he's going to end up an Hall of Famer for sure.
How did you become a Pacers fan?
Back in 2010, Paul George, Tyler Hansbrough, Lance Stevenson.
I'm a Thunder fan, so I know a bit about Paul George.
Yeah.
How do you feel about PG now?
No, I like him, you know. Washed? Fair, yeah. Maybe a bit washed, but he still has a place in our heart.
Yeah. What do you have to say to the people that said that last year's Pacers conference finals run was a fluke? What do you have to say to those people?
It wasn't. Last year our offense was unbelievable. Now we've kind of slowed on offense, but you've seen since 2025, number 3 defense in the league.
Yeah.
If we can keep that up and play top 10 offense, we can make it back there, no bother.
How did you become a Spurs fan in London?
So I support Tottenham Hotspur, and their nickname is Spurs. And during lockdown, the bubble was the only sport on TV. So I had to choose a team, and I chose Spurs naturally and followed them ever since. I didn't even know about Tim Duncan and Ginobili and how historic the run had been. They were getting worse and worse, trying to tank for Wemby, and luckily they got Wemby.
Is Wemby your favorite Spur of all time?
No, I mean, to be fair, I really loved Keldon Johnson when I first started watching, but Wemby hopefully will then be my favorite Spur of all time.
So for some context, we met on the plane, they were sitting just across the aisle from us. How do you think the atmosphere is going to be with Wemby in Paris?
I was here for the Olympics.
Okay.
And it was phenomenal. This is a basketball country. They love it here. It's loud, it's fun, it's exciting. So I think it's going to be great.
How would you compare it to an American basketball atmosphere?
It's tricky, right? Because in America, we have our teams, we know everybody on the team.
Yeah.
It didn't compare to playoffs in San Antonio.
Okay.
back when we were going. For them, they were just cheering for good basketball a lot of times because it was, Serbia versus the U.S.
Yeah.
They're there to see U.S. superstars, so they're cheering for that. I think they're going to get a show tonight, and I think it's going to be very exciting.
So Casey just informed me that I unfortunately, due to the snapback lore, I need to do a grass taste test because Tim's not here to do it. We don't have field access because there's no field, but the entire building is apparently
Better than eating wood if we were courtside.
Yeah, I guess it's better than eating like a chip of wood from the courts. Last snapback experience I did literally held a Burmese python, so I mean, this can't hurt me that much. I can't say I've had much grass in my time. Those are probably top 3 grasses I've ever eaten.
These are all the people that have performed here. Is Wemby the most famous?
I don't know, the Boom Boom Pow went kind of crazy back in the day. I think the Black Eyed Peas might have him beat right now, but give it like 5-10 years, I think Wemby will kill the Black Eyed Peas.
On this list?
Yeah.
All right, should we see what the store has to offer?
Yeah, so let's go check out the store.
All right, dollar amount prediction?
I saw something there already. I think it was like 95 that I like, so I'll just say like 80, 90.
You liked something that was 95 and your prediction is under that.
I don't know.
Okay.
It was a lot more than I was expecting. Went for the Paris Essentials hoodie. Girlfriend grabbed this, the Pacers Spurs NBA Paris shirt. Nothing on the back, keeping it simple, keeping it plain, throwback vibe. Nice like dry fit kind of material though. This is a good shirt. This is a good pickup by her. Good selection.
Yellow hood with the gray base. Pacers Essential hoodie. This will run you 200 euros. Then we got the double-sided Paris Games scarf. That's 25. A little key ring, NBA in Paris, NBA logo, and a Wilson basketball. How many times?
That's one. That's
5? What?
He's getting cooked. He's cooked. 3-0. 3-0. Sweep.
Yeah, cut it. That was bad.
A sweep.
This is what happens when you're a short king. We're not entirely sure what they host here, but this is one of the nicest arenas
Yeah, this
I've
is
been
crazy.
in the entirety of my
look
life.
at that. Look at this burger place right here. This is a burger place.
Yeah.
Like at an arena, you'd see like a Burger King here. Not to slander Burger King specifically, but
Cohen, we were here for PSG Man City and NBA in Paris, but what are we really here for?
I'm proposing to my girlfriend tomorrow who's with us right now. Shout out to Sophie. So nervous, not because I think she'll say no, we're good. But I'm nervous because, I want it to be perfect. I want it to be like this magical moment. So
And it's rained every single day.
And it's rained every single day we've
It's
been.
going to be a louder pop moment. When PSG scored to make it 3-2 or when Wemby makes his first basket tonight?
I don't think anything's beating the PSG, but I do think the Wemby pop's gonna be crazy. The ideal scenario here, if we get the game script that we're looking for, it's a close game all the way to the end, Wemby game winner.
That would be
That's
insane.
the pop we're looking for. Like everything went right for us with the PSG Manchester game. Subscribe to see that one because that was, I was not a soccer fan. I'm now a soccer fan. Football, I don't even call it football. Like the TikTok comments were mad at me for not doing. So I don't know if it's gonna be that close game. Spurs win. Wemby game winner. He finishes with 48 points.
Also, we didn't even do this on purpose, but standing right behind some more greenery.
Oh yeah, it's just not some greenery.
This place is insane.
It's just like a Coke stand and there's like ferns and like shrubbery.
Yeah. It's a good vibe in here.
The vibes are high. Vibes are
very
great.
high. No railing is interesting.
Yeah, no, I can't lie. I thought I was gonna die about 3 times already walking down these stairs.
Thoughts on our seats?
Seats are electric. These are
Thoughts on
amazing.
the arena as a whole?
The arena is also amazing. I will say the Jumbotron's
A little high up, yeah, and small.
Little small Jumbotron, but I mean the seats are amazing. No cup holders. Just had a water on the ground, people had to come by, and we stood up, kicked it over, almost rolled down 3 rows.
I mean, we were at the PSG game yesterday, no cup holders. Small little detail of the differences between the two.
No railings. They don't hold your hand. If you die, you die. In these games, apparently.
All right, how tall is the coach guarding him right now? Like, is he short or does Wemby make him that short?
I think Wemby makes him look. I mean, I think I'm gonna guess like 5'9", 5'10", maybe.
Okay, yeah. Prediction for game and Wemby points scored.
Game. I'm gonna say the Spurs win. I think they end up splitting them. I think the Pacers take one, Spurs take one. Wemby's gonna go for. I think it's at least 45. I'm gonna go.
Really?
I'm gonna say Wemby gives us a 47 ball.
All right, I'm going Spurs to win as well, but I'm going Wemby like 33. They're on try number 5 with her trying to get over. Hey. They were f***ing with him. Pretty concerned. This wasn't a sweat that I was expecting to have. The entire Spurs team just came out for warm-ups, and there's no sign of Wemby. If we flew to Paris to see Wemby in Paris and he sits out, that would be the epitome of everything going on in the NBA right now. All right, this is literally 12 seconds later. Apologies for my tweak out. He's him.
He's that guy.
That's the Obi Toppin, who just proposed to his future wife, dapping up Joakim Noah and Jalen Rose.
What do you think of which one of those two moments do you think was bigger for him this weekend?
What, the game or the proposal? Is that what you're asking?
The proposal or dapping up Jalen Rose and Joakim Noah down there?
I'm going to go with the proposal. Proposal in Paris is pretty cool.
It's pretty cool, yeah. I mean, I think, like, and then you also run to Joakim Noah in the same hall. Like, there's no way both those things could happen in one hall. There's just no way. There's just no way.
What's better, French or American national anthem?
Hey, French national anthem kind of goes crazy. That's my first time hearing it. Chills listening to the whole crowd sing it.
6-5 from Iowa State. Where we go, Tyrese
Halliburton is so much better than Halliburton. Thoughts?
It's fun to hear the guy with the French accent, the announcer, saying everybody's name and how different it is.
Halliburton.
And it's
Bon accueillissement. J'espère que tout le monde aura un bon match aujourd'hui et que tout le monde aura du plaisir.
I did not have Benedict Mathurin being able to speak fluent French on my bingo card for
he's
today.
Canadian.
Ah. And we are underway in Paris. Siakam first closet. Nice. Early on, it is like really silent in here.
Yeah,
we just saw a tweet that said Worldwide Wall was here last year, and he said it felt like more of a college rivalry atmosphere. When they're not playing music, it's absolutely silent.
One of the top assist men in the NBA. Now he fires a long three, and it's good.
They definitely play like less noise. Like right now, there's no music right now. It's just like all basketball
It's
sounds.
literally just silent.
Which is kind of cool. Like
It is kind of cool, but I'm just surprised that the energy is so low. With Wemby in town, it looks kind of corporate. They may have been priced out. Luckily, the NBA hooked us up with tickets for this game, so I'm
Shout out
not
to the
sure how much tickets were for this, but I see a lot of suits around the stadium.
Wemby gets that
yeah,
first
when
bucket.
Wemby gets the first bucket, it's definitely going to pop.
Leaves it for Wembanyama. Oui, bonjour. Wembanyama fires and hits another three. Courtois.
Question is, can European minds comprehend cheerleaders?
cheerleaders in European sports?
No. I mean, not at least in soccer, they don't have cheerleaders.
No cup holders, no stair railings, no cheerleaders. The three big differences between European and American sports right now.
We'll keep updating that list as we gather.
We've got 3 of them so far.
All right, Wemby got subbed out, so we're doing the food review. I went with the tuna just because it comes on a baguette. Question, do you think there's anywhere in the United States where you can get a baguette sandwich at a game?
I think there's maybe like 2 places you could get it with a baguette. With tuna, probably nothing.
I've yet to have bad bread in Paris. This is the first time.
That's a bad bread. It also was like kind of just in one of those like things.
Yeah, it's been sitting.
Okay, so I got a ham pesto cheese panini.
It looks like it's lacking a ton of substance. Flattest panini I've ever seen.
What's in it is good, but I feel like if it had like a little bit more, it would step up. I will say the bread on this is better. That looks a little hard. Like, can you knock on it real quick?
If you go anywhere else in Paris, I'm confident you're getting a better baguette than what is going on right now. Could this be the first ever combination on a sign of bonjour and then y'all?
It has to. That sounds like something I would say when I get nervous and they start to greet me in French and say a lot of things, and I have no idea what to say back. They just said they're the beatboxing champions of the world. I gotta put my hand up. They asked me.
Why do I feel like they're trolling with this?
This is not what I expected. We were trying to figure out what we thought halftime entertainment would be. It's the beatboxing champions of the world, according to them, if I understood
This has to be
correctly.
the most fraudulent run to a championship we've ever seen. Easily my favorite part of this game is the announcer's pronunciation of Benedict Mathurin. Benedict Mathurin.
Benedict Mathurin.
Cambrai.
We got Odell.
And CD. And Jamar. Wow, what a trio.
Paul gets the screen, whips it back out. Wembanyama. Parkour. Another block by Wembanyama. The Spurs have their largest lead of the game.
Wemby goes block, assist, block, alley-oop. Wemby's put on for the hometown.
Oh, they're going crazy for Wemby in here. Listen.
Here we go. We've got Wemby MVP chance.
It's electric.
Get him the rock off the MVP chance.
Too strong on the three. Champagne the rebound. Victor steps through off the back. To himself.
Wemby's self-love just a moment ago.
Off the backboard.
He got stuck in the air and he's like just forced Tyrese to airball. Get it. You got to get it back to him after that.
Back home, a native of Le Chennai, France.
Bonjour. We are in the office. Time to score the NBA in Paris. Starting with fans and atmosphere, which got a 6.5 out of 10. It was a bit of a more corporate crowd than we kind of expected. We were surrounded by a ton of people in suits. And they don't play as much arena music, which left it very quiet at certain times of the game, which was almost like a little bit eerie. But when Wemby was going, when he had those streaks of block, three, block, self alley-oop, the place was going crazy. We even got MVP chants. So 6.5, better than average, but nothing that blew us away.
Yeah, I think if it were a closer game, it would have definitely upped it. The Andy would have been there, but yeah, with a blowout after the first half, it was just kind of over.
Yep.
For food, we went with a 5 flat. We kind of said it was about as mid gets. I had like the pesto ham thing, and it was like okay, but the bread was like literally as flat as possible. You had like a cold tuna kind of sandwich.
On a baguette, which was not, for being in Paris, I wanted to get a baguette sandwich, and it disappointed big time. So yeah, as Cone said, mid is very accurate.
There should never be a time where tuna is cold. Not in a baguette, never.
Our uniqueness score gets an 8.7. This one's pretty obvious. How often do you get to watch the NBA in Paris? It was obviously both of our first times. I think it was the third or fourth time the NBA has ever played there. And then getting to watch Wemby, that takes it obviously to the complete different level. He is currently the greatest French player. At the end of his career, he will most likely be the greatest French player of all time when all is said and done. So being able to watch that was very, very special.
And finally, for Stadium City and gameplay, we went with an 8.4. The stadium is really nice. You know, the grass didn't taste that bad. It was better than I was expecting for my first time eating grass off the wall of a stadium. But it was really clean inside. Like, it was spacious. They had a lot of cool side things going on. Like, I'm sure y'all saw that. One thing that was unique was there was no handrails on any of the stairs, which almost caused me to die. So that was a couple points docked. But overall, it was nice. It was my first time leaving the country. So obviously my first time at Paris too. And I loved the city. It was amazing. Got to do some sightseeing. Got to propose to my girlfriend too. So, I mean, I guess
maybe we needed to put the uniqueness up.
Yeah, maybe we need to move the uniqueness up a little bit. But it was after. It came after the Paris game. But yeah, for me personally, first time leaving the country, first time visiting Paris. It was amazing. Stadium was awesome. And yeah, I mean, gameplay, seeing Wemby is an incredibly unique experience. If you haven't done it yet, if you have the chance, go see him play. Casey said himself, it was like a life-changing experience seeing him out there.
That leaves our final score at a 7.27, a very solid score, but I think our biggest takeaway was that it was very cool, but it's not like a must-see experience. If you want to visit Paris and that's part of the trip, sure, but I wouldn't surround the entire trip around that game, especially if Wemby is not playing it. I actually don't recommend if Wemby's not in it, but a great experience. And make sure to hit that subscribe button if you enjoyed, because we have another experience from Paris coming very soon. And we will see you next time, Snapback fam. Much love. Peace.